Uh,
There you go.
Okay.
oh yeah, Arya ada.
Okay.
Welcome,
yeah.
Mr.
Thank you,
Ria.
Ibu Dia. Thank you very much. No, I welcome you back to ADC. Okay, good morning, ladies. I'm Maria. It's another Ria. Ibu Ria Stuti is the General Secretary, and I'm Ria as a Director of ADC. But I'm so sorry because yesterday I was not joined because I have another thing to do in our office. So first of all, I would like to welcome you all to this gender leadership seminar. It's, I think, the seminar number 6 maybe. And I always thank you to Ms. Soha Marzuk and Ms. Siti Adia Tawang, who always patiently guide all the participants in every seminar. And you know that our seminar is a little bit very what we call it is have to achieve something that left to you guys, ladies. And here I'm happy because some of the high level person in the federation also here, like Ibu Yati is coming the first time for the gender leadership seminar. And you know that our goals in World Athletic Strategic Plan is to ensure the pipeline of talented and empowerment of female leaders through the athletics. And beside that, we have to drive the gender leadership program to ensure that the 50% gender target is by 2027 are met. Yeah, but according to what athletic in Monaco, we already achieved more than 50%. Like for the committee of the World Athletic now, I think about 60% is belong to the woman. So for the men, joke is always saying now the gender leadership seminar is not for women, but maybe for men in the future, because men is limited size in World Athletic. So they all actually to support the delivery of the objective and ensure sustainable pool of women. So we need people like Ms. Marzuk and also Ms. Adia Tawang to be the to guide this seminar. So I think in the future we need also you all to guide the seminar in the member federation. Of course, if you want to organize the gender leadership seminar in your federation, you can just do. Of course, you need, you know, and you understand the situation in your country. Like Ibu Yati just said that what you have to do in front according to yesterday course you do. So I'm very happy because some of you already express what you have to do. Even Ibu Yati said there's nightmare, but I think this will be seen to be good because and that means if you have any problem in thinking for the future, that means you will do something. So again, thank you very much for all of you to come to this seminar, and thank you to Ibu Siti and Ms. Soha Marsuk to always passionate here. And I just from EDC what support what you need during the course, but everywhere we met in the future, I think I will ask you how you do in the federation, member federation, because what LTT spend a lot of time, a lot of things to make this course happen. But of course, we need the impact of the seminar to the federation, because right now many federation have less women committee in the federation. So we need to have more and more in the future, not only in World Athletic, but also in the member federation. Thank you very much again, and have the course enjoy the presentation of Mr. Soa Marsuk and Ms. Siti Adia Tawang. Thank you very much. Enjoy the course. But yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Ria, and welcome to the webinar. As usual, I know you will be off the screen, but you will hear us. So just to add, ladies, as Mr. Ria said, thank you, Mr. Ria, you will be the investment of World Athletics in your countries. So it's your job now to spread the idea about the gender equity and equality. So we will hope one day to see you in the highest level of leadership in your countries and above this. So as yesterday, we started our webinar, and I just ask you to fasten your seats, and we will take off soon. So, Siti, just a few words before I share my screen, if you want.
Okay, thank you, Soha. I feel so happy with the progress from the first day yesterday, which is everybody is now is the day 2. They already cope with our mission for this webinar, and I hope that we can fasten our seatbelt together and we take off, as Soha say, and ready for up to the sky later on. Thank you.
Great. So, just a quick recap regarding yesterday. I want you ladies just to mention what did we see, what did we cover yesterday in the first day of our webinar. So you just unmute yourself and you tell me what we started, how we started yesterday, our webinar. Okay, so just remember the topics we were talking about. Okay, what we had. Just to memorize how did we start. Okay, go ahead. Who wants to share? Just unmute yourself, please, and speak. What activities we had, what the topics we covered yesterday. What do you have in mind?
I want to share
Yes, Huma.
Okay, Huma.
the one important thing that you break our ice.
Icebreaker. We did an icebreaker
Yes,
to get to know each other and to feel
yes.
comfortable
The
speaking.
important and main point was that
Okay, great. Thank
we
you,
are now
Huma.
able to communicate to know each other,
Great. So you
and we are very much comfortable now as we compare the day first.
great, Huma. Great, thank you. So we had activities for ice breaking because we have to spend hours together, and I want you to speak loud about what you are thinking. So we had to do it because we want to be like on the same level, and we can speak open and freely. Okay, what next? What other things we covered yesterday?
We talked about our
You want to share?
expectations.
Layla and then Maria. Go ahead, Layla.
Yeah, we talked about our expectations from this webinar, what we want to be at the end of this webinar.
Okay, so we had many expectations.
Yeah.
You came here to this webinar, you joined us with expectations. It's different from one person to another, okay? But we saw that all the participants are on the same page, as we say. Okay, so we know where we are and why we are here. Okay, so Maria, what's next?
So we have 4 activities yesterday. The 2 were already mentioned. The others are the purpose of this gender leadership program. And also for the activity number 4, we have the different clouds. So who are those people who will support us in our leadership program that will be implemented here in our country, the network that will help us to push through, and the different examples of roles and responsibilities of the different network that we have in the clouds.
Great, Maria. Thank you. So, as we speak about the who and the network we can use to achieve our goals and who can help us. Let me just hear some of the examples who can be in these clouds.
A sponsor can be help us to make the
Okay.
events or some of the athletics programs we want to do.
Great.
And then the media also can help also, and the sponsor
Yes.
company also can help.
Yes, Mia. Great. Thank you for remembering this. Okay. What else? Who can be in these who's?
Of course, our mentors.
Our mentors.
Who else?
Who else?
Sponsors, government,
Sponsors,
Hmm?
family,
government,
family,
family,
and social media as well.
social
Social
media,
media,
Members of
chairman or head of the
federation,
athletic federation.
federations,
Yes,
coaches.
and different.
coaches. Yeah, still have many to list.
World Athletics,
World Athletics, right?
Yeah, athletics,
Moderators.
athletes.
Moderators,
Okay. Who else?
Our own federation in our own country.
Okay.
yeah,
Federation.
the
member
MF,
federations, peer-to-peer.
peer-to-peer,
Okay.
like Juwan mentioned. She asked some of they have this community of coaches. Okay, what else?
Family and friends.
Family and the friends, yes, especially husband and the friends.
You.
Okay, so
Okay.
now we know that we need this help, the help of these people, okay? Because you can't walk alone, okay? And you have to exchange the experiences with people, with knowledgeable people, with experienced people, with experts sometimes, okay? If you have any maybe interview, okay? So you may ask someone to help you how to dress, how to speak, how to sit, and how to move. Okay, so this is a network. So just as an example I gave you yesterday, each fill in the blanks, each what, okay, need different network, each what, you still remember? A 1K question, $1,000 question. Each, fill in the blanks.
Role.
Each goal. Excellent.
Participant.
So I owe you a 1,000K, $1,000. So each goal, okay, needs different network, right? Sometimes you need the media, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you need the help of your moderators, sometimes you don't. Okay, sometimes you need maybe your neighbor, as I mentioned, you have to put your kids there to go to work. So it's different network, depending on the goal you are working on. Okay? So great. I'm so happy that you remember most all of the things we covered yesterday. That means that you are in with us in this webinar and we had this impact on you. So thank you again. And we will move forward today with our new topic. Okay? Who remembered the topic of today? Okay. You can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, it's full?
Yeah.
Okay. So today's topic is the reason why we are here. We came to this webinar about the gender equity and gender leadership. Okay, so together today we will think why diversity and the gender equity is important. Is important and globally. We are not only speaking about athletics, it's important in our life. So today we will see the webinar outcomes will be define and recognize the difference between equality and equity and the reasons for gender underrepresentation. Second, we will explain the importance of gender equity in athletics and how you can influence change in your present role. And this is an important role because we can sit back after this webinar, go back to our comfort zone, or we can be the ambassadors of the gender equity in our federation, in our society, in our organization. Third, we will demonstrate experience of underrepresentation and how in your role you can influence change. So the webinar content will be review of previous session as we did just now, equality and equity statistics. We will show you some statistics regarding the participation of women. Where are you now on the development pathway? The importance of gender equity to the growth and development of athletics. What are the perceived costs of underrepresentation? Make the case for change to readdress the imbalance of gender equality. And what are the solutions and what steps could be put in place to influence change? So, if we can start now, and if I ask you, what's the difference? What do we mean? Okay, if I go back to why diversity and gender equity is important. So let's see the word equity. And what do you think is the difference between equity and equality? Think about it and share with me your thoughts. What's the difference between equity and equality?
Equality mean to treat everyone on the same way, and equity mean to treat the person according to their needs, I guess.
Yes, Huma. Excellent. Okay, great definition. So as Huma said, equity and equality, equality and equity. Equality, sameness. You do the same thing for everyone. While equity is fairness, to give each person what they need to achieve. So if we look at the photos here, the pictures here, and in the left one, we gave each one the same box. Okay, so the tall man can see and cheer while the players are playing. The second one, the one in the middle, we gave him the same box and he can enjoy seeing the game. But the small person, okay, even that we gave him the same box, this is equality, he can't see what's above the fence. So this is equality. But to have equity is to give and to be fair with everyone. So you can see the tall person had nothing. We didn't give him the box because he doesn't need it. He already able to watch the game. The one in the middle, we gave him only one box because it's enough for him to see the above the fence. But the small person, the kid there, has two boxes because he needed both to get the high to see above the fences. And this is the difference between equality and equity. So to be fair is not to give everyone the same things. It's about to give them what they need. And we say, as an example, if you go into a hall and you give each one the same shoes, the same size of shoes, it will not be useful because it doesn't fit everyone. To have equity is to give each one the shoes the size they need so they can use it. Okay, if I come to you and I give you all 37 shoes, okay, some of you it will be too big it doesn't fit, and for some it's too small, it doesn't fit. Okay, so this is equality when I give you the same, but it's to be fair and to have equity, I will give each one what they need. Okay? Is it clear? Because we will hear about equity. So I think it's now, you know, the difference between equality and equity. So we, women, need equity or equality? What do you think? Just, I don't want to speak all the time, okay? You can share with me your ideas. What do you think? We need equity or equality?
Equity.
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 Okay. Why equity?
We need
What do you think?
opportunity.
But it-
Women and men's strengths not the same, so it should be fair as well.
Okay, so we need something different than men, maybe. Okay, and we will see many examples. We will talk about many examples. Okay, so Siti, can you continue this one?
Okay, sure.
Okay, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So we move on to the World Athletics Strategy, which is, as we know that Soha already mentioned, also Mr. Ria mentioned about the World Athletics effort to achieve this gender equity in leaderships, on also the target of 2027, which is World Athletics invest much in this project. So the key principle of the World Athletics reform was to achieve gender equity in leadership and decision-making position. This is clear for us, and also in the constitutions and the mandate gender equity by 2027, which is World Athletics already achieved this, because they are the organization who established this gender equity and gender leadership, and they are the one to be the first to achieve this. And with the hope that this achievement will followed by the member federations and area as well. But as we know, some of member federation, they didn't look after the constitutions as well. But then in 2000, World Athletics 2019 Congress required 7 women, not women, women, 7 women, and 8 were elected in 2023, which is, it's already in the target now. So in the constitution, it should be all the member federations have these mandates in the constitution as well by the equity, because we, as if so ask you ladies, which you prefer, either equality or equity? For me, I prefer equity. If the shoes is same sizes, maybe Soha give us the same sizes. But for me, I will walk like a McDonald's, that the shoes is too big for me. It's not fit to me. So that is unfair. For me, the fairness is, I'm preferred to the fairness, because not the equality, it's equity, is suit with us. So I'm preferred the fairness, which is in some I give you an example. In some countries where the what do you call, the woman's involvement was like they give the same quota, the same position between men and women. But for women, they give maybe less salaries, less wages. They give a different value, men and women. As I think I remember yesterday, Joanne from the Philippines, I think, she talked about the coach, apply for a basketball coach, but she's a woman. So he's not only refused, but maybe it's a silent rejection, which is because she's a woman, so she's not choose, she's not give the opportunity to be the coach for the basketball in I think in the Philippines. Maybe she talked about that. That is why the Gender Leadership Task Force was established in 2017. Okay, to create a support and robust pipeline of women in leadership, which is the task force is already been spread the news in 2018. The pilot woman leaderships in London, which is I was attend the course in London in 2017, but I didn't meet Soha in London. Maybe Soha is attending the same course but in different area. While in Monaco, I meet Soha, which is it's I think 16 of us in Monaco. So I meet Soha there for women's moderator course. And then it's from Asia, it's only 3 of us, Soha, Jingxia, and me. Jingxia is from Beijing. Beijing, she's actually for the Chinese speaking zone. But I don't know where is she now. We lost her because I think due to the pandemic. After the pandemic, we didn't hear from her. Now it's only me, Soha, and me is still with you. And in Bangkok, we have train to trainers, which is our aim to to recruit more moderator for these gender leaderships, which is we have been groomed, I think more than 10 moderators, and with the hope that they will back to their federations and they will conduct the same seminar in their member federation. But unfortunately, we didn't see anything, no progress yet. Then now ADC Jakarta jump in with their effort to conduct this webinar once again. So now we have to thanks to ADC Jakarta with their effort, with their passionate on this gender leadership seminar. We are here now in the webinar. Okay?
Yes, it is. So just I want to add a few words.
Okay.
As we spoke yesterday, World Athletics has had this strategy and had this idea about implementing the gender equity and equality at the World Athletics level. But they can't force the federations, the member federations, to do the same. So your task here, your job here is to change the mindset in your federations, in your communities, to embrace the gender equity there. So the World Athletics has no power to force this in the federations. So the one and the only way to achieve it is to change the mindsets in the countries, in the federations. So this is a big role you will have to play. Okay, so as Cities just said, we had this course, Train the Trainers, and they when we finished it, they went back to their countries, but they were going back to their comfort zone again. So they didn't do anything. And this is why we can't achieve at the end of the day. If you just come and just listen and participate and then go back to your comfort zone and do nothing, okay, that means it's a waste of time, a waste of resources, a waste of money even for World Athletics and ADC Jakarta. So be responsible, show commitment to this webinar, and start thinking and act later, take the action and the plan for it to achieve this equity and equality in your countries, in your federation, in your organizations. So it's your job now. Okay? That's it. Okay. So we will move and show you some of these statistics we have regarding the participation of women in the federations. Go ahead, Siti.
Okay, this is the woman, but this is 2017, which is now it's already 2025. I think the statistic is changed. Either it's go down or either it's go up. We will have the updates from the World Athletics or maybe from our area as well. But this is the statistic of the women athletics member federations. Okay, from the president, senior vice president, secretary, and treasurer. But for us here in my member federations, the involvement of women is less. I think it's because they're not here to represent our federation. Maybe they got problem with the the involvement of women, which is active with the member federations. But I'm sure in other member federation they have many or maybe half of the committee members is women. We hope that happen.
Okay, just want to add something. If you look deep in this photo, okay, or this statistics, we can see that the number of presidents remained the same between 15 and 17, between the year 2015 and year 2017. The senior vice president, okay, decreased. Secretary decreased, okay? Let me remember how to use this one. Okay, so you see here the number decreased while the number decreased in 2017. The green one is in 2017. The number that is really changing is the number of treasurer. Okay? Let me highlight something. You can see that the president, senior vice president, and most the secretaries are the powerful people in the federation because they can take decisions. Okay? While treasurer, maybe it's not influencing this much in the decisions of the federations. So this was my question during the OCA seminar 2 months ago in Brunei. We had these statistics on the level of Olympic committees too. The participation of women in the Olympic committees in all over the world. The number of women maybe is increasing, but the problem is it's only as members in the federation or in the committees. So it's different than being a president or a vice president, a secretary general. Okay, you can see. So we don't want only to have members in the committees, in the federations. We need women to fulfill the role of president, secretary, and vice presidents because we want them to be in the position of making and taking decisions because these things will influence the participation of women on all levels. Clear enough? It's not only being in the committees, it's about taking action and taking decisions that may change the whole idea about women participation and involvement. Okay? Okay. So, if we can see, here's the statistics. Okay? Women athletics in Europe. As I mentioned yesterday, don't think it's only about Asia. Okay, now you can see in Europe how many male and female we have on the level of president in 2016. we had 48 male and 2 females only. You can imagine? And even with all the development and the way they are in a high level of in athletics, still in 17 we have 4 female and 46 male. In Europe, it's 3 for 47. Okay, let's move to general secretary. It's the same. We have 43-7, 44-6, 42-8. This show us that it's not only about Asia. So let's see Asia. In 16, we had 45 male, 0 female. In 2017, 43, 0, and 43, 0 for 18. Let's move for general secretary, 43, 2, and 43, and then 37 for 6. Unfortunately, we lost city 2.
Now
So
it's only one left.
only one left. So you can see it's really something mandatory is that we speak up and we fight for it. Nobody will give us our rights. You have to fight for it. You have to work for it. You have to spend hours, days changing this mindset that women can achieve and can bring something new to the table here. Okay?
Yeah.
So aim high and don't think you are limited human being. No, you can do whatever you want. You can do more than men even. Okay? You know that women are multitask person. So you can achieve, you can do it, but you have to believe in yourself and work for it. Okay, this is why we are here. You are knowledgeable woman, you are skilled woman. We are here just to highlight that you can do it. Believe and you can.
Agree with you,
Think
Soha.
and achieve. We are all the same, but we took the action. Don't sit back in your comfort zone and say why. No, take the action and say I can, I will do, I will achieve.
Okay.
Okay,
In
that's
this,
it. That's
Soha.
the webinar is about this.
All right. This statistic is in 2018. It will change. The 2 general secretary, now 1 left, but inshallah in 2026, another one will add. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. So you see the same statistics is always women are inferior to in numbers for comparing to men all over the world. So now Siti will talk about the
Okay.
where are we and where we can be.
Should I add
Yes,
something?
yes, Huma, for
Go
sure.
ahead.
Actually, it is not the matter of sitting on the backside in comfort zone. Sometimes it is the matter of the authorities. I mean, the authorities you have, can you speak? Can you go up and can you fight for yourself? Can you fight for the gender equality? Do you have the authorities? Do you have such power from the organization, from your system that you can come out and you can talk about this? It is not the matter that you can sit only at the backside. It is about all the authority you have. So, what do you think that what should we do if we have less authority in the organization? Like, if I am a member, I don't have much authority to make the decisions about the leadership that there should be gender equality. What should we do then?
Okay, Huma, just a quick answer. As a member, maybe you have to bring more women with you. Okay, this is first. When you have this community of skilled women and knowledgeable women, when I say woman, you understand that not any woman, okay? Qualified woman. When you bring more women together, okay, their power will be more effective. This is first. Second, when you bring more women in the clubs, okay, so they can influence the voting for the federation. Okay, so when you change the number as members, then you can achieve having women in the positions and roles. Okay, it's a step-by-step journey. I don't mean that you have to jump all over the steps and be the president tomorrow in the next elections, but it's a step-by-step. It's a long journey, but you have to take this action. Like we say, it's a 1,000 step journey, but it starts with the first one. So take actions, small actions, and then you will achieve. Okay?
Soha,
This is what I
Yes,
meant.
exactly. My point
Soha,
is that sometimes we are bounded
Soha,
to stay on the space.
We
So
have
it is
what?
very
Sorry.
slow process. Yes, we are
Yeah.
bounded.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Soha, can I talk? I mean,
Yes,
can I
Yati.
put my opinion?
Yes,
Or
sure, Yati.
yeah.
You're here to show me your opinion. Yes.
No, this is to Huma. Can I?
Sure. Go
Yeah,
For
ahead.
okay.
everyone.
All right.
For
Okay.
everyone.
yes.
Huma, I'm very attracted with your question, but I believe that you have all the points, the problems that you are facing, the hurdles, the obstacle that you are facing, and I strongly agree with Soha's explanation just now. What I think that you should explore is a strategic plan on how to position, but before that you have to get the pool of ladies like how Soha mentioned. Then I think that you can revisit on authority delegation. And back behind in Pakistan, it is not impossible that the woman can be the president, because even the president of Pakistan was a woman. So I
Yeah.
believe there is a strategic way that you have to put an effort and explore, and it need times and it need good support of all the clouds that we discussed yesterday. And I think that if that works, it will be very beneficial for the women in Pakistan. That's my opinion.
Okay. Thank you, Yati.
Thank you, Yati.
Thank you
I
so
like when
much.
we
Thank you.
share. Yes, yes, Huma. Yes, Maria.
I just want to share my experience because as I heard Ma'am Huma having problems with the authorities and in their country, for me it's the other way around in my situation, because when I got the chance, when I got this opportunity from Mama Record, that she told me na I will be sending you to this webinar. It will strengthen you as a woman, as a leader, like this and like that. As a teacher, we have head teachers. We have leaders above us. I'm very afraid to ask, to tell him, because he is a man. I'm very afraid to tell him about this webinar because it has a Friday meeting which will affect one of my classes. I think two classes. And then I got the chance, the courage to go to the office and tell him about the opportunity that I have here to represent our country in this wonderful program about gender leadership. At first, I'm afraid, and then he told me, "I'm very proud of you to represent our country, and I will support you to the best of my abilities, and I will be the one to take care of your class while you are attending this meeting." And the best thing that he told me, we will be applying this gender leadership in our school right after this webinar. Let's talk, let's sit and talk about this, and then let's apply this in education here. Let's start here in our school, and then let's apply it in our division office. And I'm very, very happy. And then he supported me, and he told me na you tell it to our school principal, since right after the head teacher we have the school principal. And then the principal also told me na I'm very proud of you of having this opportunity, and let's sit with it and then apply it to the education here in our school and apply it to the Department of Education. Yeah, I just want to share. It's the other
Maria,
way around here in my situation.
Maria, I envy you, like we say, because you have this person, the man in your word there. You just gave me one thing to mention. Don't fight men. We are not here to take our role, okay, just to squeeze or to tease men, okay? So think about these men that Maria mentioned. We have a lot of people there, okay? Men will support us. They will not fight against us. So bring these people with you because they can be in your network. They can support, they can guide because they have this experience. They are used to take role of responsibilities. So bring them with you and use them in a kind way. I mean, okay, so they can help you. They can mentor you sometimes. Great to mention this, Maria. Thank you, really.
Thank you,
So
Maria.
we are,
I just have one problem. It's myself. I really doubted myself whenever it's the word leadership. I always doubt myself. Even everybody else around me keep pushing me. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this. And that would be my greatest change right after the webinar. Maybe I'm claiming it that I will be changing my mind and my mindset that I can do it.
it will be my question at the end of this webinar. Okay, Maria, I will ask you, what do you feel when you started this webinar and after you accomplish this webinar? So work on yourself and you will be asked this question. Be sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Maria. Go ahead, Siti. Just
Okay.
a quick explanation, please.
Okay, I would, before I do this explanation, I would like to add some for Huma, which is I do agree with Soha that the journey is not in short term, it will be in long term. Okay, it's not you have to work hard on that. You have to be more passionate, you have to be more believe in yourself. As I do, I want to share my experience. I was starting in 2006, which is now is almost 20 years. Okay, 2006, I was holding a shovel to dig a sense for the long jump at that time. That is the lowest technical, official technical for athletics, holding a shovel, and I'm a woman, while the technical official is man, holding a clipboard with a pen, with a paper. So I was talk to myself, okay, one day I will holding the pen, I will holding the clipboard with the paper. I will calling up all the athletes, not holding a shovel to motivate myself. So then the next year, the same event, I was in that position, but not holding the pens, but I was in the secretariat. See how the process go. I also being appointed as a announcer. So I just go for it because in that process I learned. So then until I was appointed as a general secretary in 2014 until 2023. But now I with the gender leadership task force with SOHA. But then I have a target. I would like to share with you, ladies. I have a target, and I want you to have the target as well as I wanted to do. I will take back my position, or maybe not the general secretary, but up than that, higher than that. Think aim high. It's not a loss for you. You think high, okay? Okay, that is for Huma. It's not, you just face the obstacle. Actually, as Maria mentioned, there's a man, which is a bit rare for me to hear the man is supporting you, but I'm happy to hear that. That man is support you and happy for you, and also feel very proud of you to be in these gender leaderships. Maybe because of the culture for I think Pakistan, but as Yeti says, the president of Pakistan before is women. So you have to look for opportunity, look for your cloud, your pillar, your support, and then what you do now from this level, we must have a follower. You must build up your foundations. If you don't have foundation, meaning to say the supports pillar for you. If you go alone, it's not going to work. You must have a follower with you, so they will support you to get your target. Either you want to be in the committee members, but don't think too high that you want to be a president. No, it's not going to work. You must go step by step. As a stay, you go a bit further, and high. That's works for me, and I hope it's work for you as well, Huma. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We will talk later on in the last series about the goals you may set for yourself and how to choose what is realistic and what's not. Okay, so we will help you identify your goals somehow. Okay?
Don't worry. Okay? So
Great.
we move on to this slide. This is the World Athletics organization chart, which is now we are in this member federations, because we are here. You are sent by your member federations, and then up above from the member federation is area, or maybe for our Asian country, we'll have Asian Association, C level. For Asian country, it's 11 countries. So we go up to the C association, but then areas it's more bigger. It's all like Pakistan, Nepalese. Now here we are Asian in area. And then there was a WA, World Athletics Office, and the CEO now is John Ridgen, I think so, huh? John Ridgen is the CEO, and the president is Lord Sebastian Coe. There is a vice president, which is senior vice president is Sergey Bubka, who's the pole vaulter, knows him well. He's I think he still hold the world record for the pole vault. Sergey Bubka from Russia, I think. And then Vice President Nawaf Al Saud, Geoff Gardner, and woman, Jimena Restrepo. We meet this lady. She's very nice lady. Okay. And Soha have an experience with her, which is she didn't realize that she's a vice president for World Athletics, but she do the touch, the makeup for her during the gala night in Monaco. But then she was surprised that the lady she was giving service for the makeup, for the nice touch, is the first lady of World Athletics, as a vice president of World Athletics, Jimena Restrepo, which is she's very humble. She don't even mention that she's vice president. No. She's like an ordinary woman that she's talked with Soha with, and so she's the vice president. That she is. And
we were just sitting and taking our dinner, and she joined us. We welcomed her as a woman in the assembly. So, and while just chatting and talking, she mentioned that she doesn't know what to wear at the gala dinner and evening. So I just offered her that I have many dresses with me, because I always do this. I take a big luggage with me, and I can make her makeup. I swear I didn't know who is she. And then we had this, after this, as Siti said, we found out that she's the vice president. And later on, we kept our relation and we talk from time to time. So you see, it wasn't meant, it wasn't intention, but it was meant. So you never know what may happen. Yeah, this is. Go ahead, Siti, go.
Okay. Now the executive board, which is the council member, 5 from Asia. We should proud of this. 5 from Asia and 2 of them are women. Okay, from Asia itself. 2 is women, and the president of our Asia AA is General Dahlan Al-Hamad. Soha and me know him. I think few of you knows him as well. And the president, the vice, the president of India Athletics as well, Mr. Adil. He's the chairperson of World Plan for Asia area, which is he is very work hard man, and he is supporting this gender leadership as well. And then we go up from the executive board. It's a council member. Council member back in 2019. I was nominated, my president at the time nominated me as to be in the council, but I lose. But it's not something that knocked me down. No, that is to motivate me more, because at the time I was voted by 48 country, which is not bad for me as a newcomer, because people didn't know me. Then from that result, I was realized I need to have a follower. Okay, if you don't have a follower, people didn't know you, where you from, they will not vote you. So what you have to do is you have a follower, you have a pillar, you have a pipeline for you. So easy for them. You must make yourself visible. I still remember who's informed us that she is extrovert. I think for this kind of challenge, it's not going to work if you are introvert. If you're introvert, okay, you must change your behavior as extrovert, because people will know you. Okay, so the last one is the Congress. Congress is the strongest decision making. In the Congress, we can change anything. We can change the rules, we can change the constitutions, anything that we can change in the Congress. It's not all the decision is not from the president, from the vice president, from the executive board, or even the council, but the Congress itself. In the Congress, there will be a decision either to add something or to cut something. So the Congress is the strongest decision making in any organization, especially in World Athletics. Okay, the others is just the pillar of the Congress and also the disciplinary tribunal. We have to go through this before we go to the Congress. So the Congress will decide either they agree with this or they disagree with this. Like when the technical rules or whatever, the Congress, all the council will submit their whatever they want to add, whatever they want to cut down, and in the Congress they will decide either this one is approved or not. And the strongest decision making is the Congress. Okay, everybody so far, do you have any question for this? Or maybe you want to add something before we move on to next?
I would like to say something.
Okay.
If you want to do the impact and the influence, okay, so you go to the Congress. Let's say the federation, you have athletics federation. The Congress is built of what? You know?
Member federation.
No, if yes, it's if you speak about the word athletics, but if I speak about the Malaysian Athletics Federation, the Congress is what?
All the affiliation. All the members, what they call.
The clubs.
The clubs, yeah, lah, all the affiliates, the clubs, yeah,
Okay.
the
So
members.
if you want to change something in the Congress, okay, in the federation, you have to influence on the clubs.
Yes.
Okay, so you see, you don't have to start with the top. You have to start in the bottom. You have to change the mindset of the clubs in the clubs. Okay, so when you go to voting in the Congress, okay, you can change. This is another answer for Huma. Okay, when you have to change something, go on the roots sometimes. Change the roots and you will change the fruits. Okay? You understand? Is it clear? You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. When you have to
Yes.
change the regulations, go in behind the scenes, okay? Change the mindsets, do something, okay? And then you will take the fruits during the Congress. Okay?
All right. Okay. I hope
Okay.
Huma can
And
take this as
always believe, ladies, that you can be wherever you want in this hierarchy, because you never know when the opportunity will come. Okay, and use your network to think and to believe that you can do this and be there. Okay, so continue, please, Siti.
Okay, this is the position and roles in areas and member federations. We have a president, general secretary, commissions, council, task force, and specific working groups. For the member federation, I think it might be a difference from country to country, because if in my country, because we are a small country, we only have a president, general secretary, and the specific working groups, because we only have 4 districts and 1 country. That's it, because we have a small country. But I think it's different from Malaysia, because Yati is holding a very challenging position, as I know, that is Yati is facing the very challenging task, which is she hold the general manager for the Malaysia Athletics Federation, which is in Malaysia, they have 11 states, Yati?
14.
14 states. So all the states, they have associations, affiliate with the federations. So you can imagine how big it was for Yati to face all the 14 associations, include the challenging from inside the federation itself. And I'm proud that one of our moderator, Soha, that we groom, Madam Josephine, is the vice president of Malaysia Athletics Federations.
Yeah.
Okay, so different country may be different, but the other country, the development countries, they have this chart as well: president, general secretary, commissions, councils, task force, specific working groups. They have, because it's different one country to another country. Maybe a big country, they have this, all of this. Even in my country, we don't even have the athlete commission as well, because it's very tiny, it's very small, different from other
Wherever
countries.
you are, the idea is wherever you
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
whatever you do, you have to spread the idea of gender equity.
Yeah.
Okay, on all levels. Even we have coaches, we have technical officials. Wherever you go, whatever you do, think about gender equity. Okay, because you are the ambassadors of this now. So, like we said, we have other roles in sports. It's not about being a president and vice president or general secretary. Local administrators, management of coaches and officials, event or tournament organizers, specific project, generic sports organization in which athletics are a part, athletics in schools, college, and university. We started with the president, and when we end up with athletics in schools, colleges, and universities. In my opinion, the most important role is here. It's number 6, athletics in schools, not in colleges and universities. Why do you think, in my opinion, athletics in schools is important? It's a simple answer. Because when you want to change the mindset of a society, you start with the roots, with the kids. When I teach and I make them think from their childhood that men and women are equal and they should have same opportunities, okay, when they grow up, something will be stuck in their minds. Okay, so when you want to change the society, you have to change the roots, the kids, the children. Okay, so when you are a coach or a teacher at school or in the club for the kids, okay, start spreading the idea of a gender equity. Okay, make it equal. When you want the kids to play, make it equal. And you know about kids athletics, right? Okay, so it's equal. Okay, equal opportunities, equal in number, equal in everything, in duties too. So this is how you raise your kids. This is how you raise your athletes from the early beginning. Okay, so you can in the long journey, as we said, it's a long journey, you will achieve what you are aiming for. Okay, so the pathway, we covered it. You can be wherever you want in this. Okay, you just have to work for it. We will move for an activity because I see that many of you are sleepy now. So let's see the importance of gender equity. Okay, in your Zoom groups, you will be in groups, okay? Discuss the importance of gender equity in your member federation, area World Athletics. You are in federation now. So using your own experiences and that of others. You can talk about gender equity, okay, and its importance in your school, in your federation, in your university, wherever you work, okay? So you have to exchange your experiences and you will come up with one scenario, okay? You will tell me, okay, what's the importance of gender equity in your role, wherever you are, okay? Is it clear? The question is clear?
Yes.
Okay, why do you think, okay, it's important to have the gender equity in your role, wherever you are, okay? What does it bring to the table here? So I will ask Mr. Adi to put you in the groups and you will have maybe 6 minutes and we come back to this room, okay, together, and each group will share one. You will choose one participant to speak on behalf of the group, okay?
Okay. How many minutes? 6?
6 minutes.
6 minutes on the group. Okay, so we are preparing. Asadi?
Yes.
So while we are waiting for the breakout room, I announce you that I put numbers in front of your name. It means that it's your group number. So we will
I
put,
don't know that my group number.
yes, your group number is group 1. Because
one.
in front of your name, we will
Oh, okay, fine.
add you to your own group.
Okay.
So Mia, Yati, and Maria will be in the same group with Usha and Nahid.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Thank you.
I'm ready, Miss Mia.
Okay, just a second. We will arrange that one.
Okay, ready.
Buddha Kumari in okay. Wait.
Adi, why group 1 is for 6? Oh, oh, sorry, Adi. It's 5 already.
Yeah.
Okay, group 3. Okay.
We still have in group 3.
Group 3, Leila and Marlia.
Yeah, and Huma. Still have Kumari, Jimiri, not joined. If we have someone who didn't join us, Buddha, Kumari, Jimri. Okay.
Aku nggak bisa mindah itu.
Maybe
Oh, udah ya, udah pindah ya.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe,
Maybe
maybe she is
the,
not
the
in front of
newcomer, the new. I mean, just come from Shams.
Yeah, I saw just now.
Bangladesh.
Some Nahar.
Yeah.
And Nahar.
Arabic.
Group 2.
Yeah. You know why I can spell it well? Because it's Arabic. Nahar.
Kenapa? Budi,
The
kenapa?
day sun.
Yeah.
Sun of the day.
Oh. Shams
Sun.
un Nahar.
Shams. The sun.
In Arabic it's sun?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never read it in Quran. الشمس والقمر.
I read Quran, but I don't know Arabic. I just buy
Yeah.
I read right.
Mas Adi.
I
Mas
read right. Okay, this is
Okay.
if I know Nur Laila is night.
What?
Laila.
Laila?
Pindahin Budi gimana ya?
Nur Laila is I don't know. Nur is
the light.
Light. Laila is nighttime.
Laila, night.
Night. Okay. Light of the night. Nice.
Hello.
Nice.
Jimiri, Buddha.
Buddha is still here.
Kumairi, Buddha.
Kumari.
Kumari. Yeah, Laila, Buddha. Can you join the group 3?
Oh, wait. Maybe she's not in the screen, so
She's on the screen because this is why I'm trying to
but
ask
she's not
to
monitoring the screen, I think.
Okay, now she's no. Buddha, Kumari, Buddha. Can you hear me? Buddha. Hello. Buddha. She can't hear us.
Soha.
Yes.
So Adi informed that maybe Kumari is not joined to this class.
Okay.
To the
But
Zoom.
she's in. I can see her.
Yeah. So that's why.
Maybe she's not. I mean, she's not focusing on this screen. She just
Now
turned on
she's
the video.
moving around in the room. Yes. I'm trying to call her.
Buddha, what do you call her? Kumari.
Buddha. She's Buddha.
Layar ko.
Hello, hello.
Buddha.
Yes, Buddha. Turn on unmute yourself. Unmute yourself first. Please. Usha is here too.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Panggil di layar ya?
Buddha, unmute yourself.
Buddha, please click join to the breakout room. Buddha.
Can
And
you hear us? It's already 6 minutes. Buddha. Hello, Buddha.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Okay, Buddha. Welcome. Buddha, when we
Thank
have,
you.
yes, welcome. Just
Thank you.
explain it. When we have an activity, okay, in a group, you have to join the group. I don't think she understands my English.
Yeah.
Neither me.
Anyone to translate?
Buddha, please click join to the breakout room. Click the word join. Usah apa?
Usha as well. She's still.
Cut us out. They put us
Yeah,
back here.
because the timing is already 6 minutes.
Yeah, only 6 minutes.
So Usah from group 1.
Group 1 is our group.
No, group 1 is the Ibu Yati's group.
Oh, okay.
I think Ibu Yati's group is finished, or forced to be finished.
No, you put us back here.
Oh yeah, so forced to be finished.
I did it. It's already 6 minutes.
We want to go back to that group.
You can. Okay, waiting for everyone to join again.
Yati, what
Yeah.
makes you wants to stay in that room?
Because we are about to finish and want to start important work, which is gossiping, you know. But you put us back here, so I quickly tell them to be quiet.
I'm so sorry. No gossiping. Okay. Okay. So we are all back. I think. Yes. Okay.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not all?
Not all yet.
Not all
Okay.
yet.
So
Then I
how
have
was-
question. How come
You
they
have
have
question?
more time than us?
What,
No.
Yati?
How come the rest never thrown back to this group? They have more time than our group.
No. They should not have more time because we are 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, they
7,
should
8,
written
9,
here
10,
on
11,
time,
12. We are 16.
Yeah, I
Nobody.
think nobody in the breakout room now.
Yeah, we are all here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Yati. I'm so sorry, Yati.
So the room is empty
1-0.
now. Nobody stuck there.
What?
Nobody stuck in the room.
No,
Yeah.
nobody in the room. I can see that we are 16 participants and we are 16 on the screen.
Nggak ada, Randi.
Okay. So First thing, how was working together as teams in the group? Was it okay? Was it okay with you ladies? It was okay. Okay. So we have we have 3 groups. Okay. Each group should choose one, okay, participant. And she will speak on behalf of the group. Okay, we'll start with group number 1. Who's the speaker?
Group number 1 is my group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who-
Mia will present that.
Mia. Okay. So the question was, discuss the importance of gender equity, okay, and the roles you take, okay, whatever, in the organization, in the school, wherever you work, okay? So why do you think, I'm admitting people, okay, why do you think the gender equity is important? Go ahead, group number 1.
Mia,
Yeah.
well, Mia,
She's
Mia? This is Mia.
Mrs. Mia, are you with us?
is she there?
No, she's on the screen, but she's not there.
Oh, probably she have some technical issue. Anyway, let
So-
me.
Do you want to share, or I move to group number 2 till she comes back?
We did.
Okay. Okay, so group number 2.
Joan, press the speaker. Am I? Okay. I think they designated me as the speaker. Sorry, my dog is here. For our group, what I heard collectively was that in a sense that women have a voice. So they want the sorry, that was my dog.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so they said that listening to women athletes, how they're feeling, how their thoughts or their ideas, and at the same time, we share those to the leadership committee and then the federation so that they would know. So I think gender equity, in a sense, that was for Cherry, that they could link, they have that power to give you the connection to let the higher ups know what the others are feeling. And overall, it's that they just want more freedom to express the ideas, I guess. But for me, instead, what I shared, a certain scenario I encountered when I was teaching in my school, was that young kids as young as like 8 years old, because I think we're mostly a patriarchal country still. So young kids as young as 8 years old have a certain preference. Like they say that, oh, I prefer to be coached by the male coach more than the female coach, which is me. So I was the head coach, my assistant is the male coach. And then the young kids at 8 years old were having those thoughts. And I'm just wondering, so where did that come from? Where did that kind of thought form, I guess, for these young kids? And I think that's why gender equity is very important. Because as you mentioned earlier, that as young as in the formative years when they are at this age, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, right? These are the age that we want them to experience that, oh, so it's not necessarily true that a male is better than a female coach. Like you can actually have a better female coach than a male coach. It just really depends on the skill set. So I think that's why gender equity is important, because for them, for the young people to see it, that there are actually very competent people, women in different roles, then I guess eventually when they grow up, that's what they're going to be teaching the next generation. That's what they're going to be echoing to the next group, which is why I think that, but as you mentioned, that it's very important to see the change at the younger levels, because eventually that's the next generation, or that's the next set of people that are going to be decision makers. So yeah, that for me and for us, that was our, well, one of the highlight of the experiences I've had in terms of like gender equity.
Okay, okay, Joanne. As I understood, because you don't have gender equity on the level of the high age groups, okay, so like the first divisions or whatever, okay, so the kids always believe that men, okay, since men are coaching the senior teams, kids always think that men are eligible only to coach, not women. Okay, so you want to change the mindset of these people, these kids, okay, so after all, they will accept the idea of a female coach.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
actually, I'm not sure where they got it. Like, if it's because they see more male coaches, probably that's what you said was true. They see it more often, so they believe, okay, so this is probably the right way to go.
Yeah.
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 But
When I
yeah,
want
as
to
of
promote, I will give you an example. When I want to promote for a soft drink, okay, they usually use a man or a woman in the TV.
soft drinks, like a man.
Man, soft drinks. Okay. You're wrong, by the way. They
Really?
always
Oh,
use woman because women will attract, okay, all the people to look into the screen. Okay, so this is why they focus on women and this part in marketing. If I ask you to open your TV, turn on your TV, and search for all the channels of sports and count how many coaches, a female coach you will see, and tell me how many. Maybe in the, how we say, in the finest scenario, you will find one or two.
yeah.
So kids are used to see male coaches on the screen, okay? So this is why they think coach equal man, okay? And women are not qualified enough to coach. And this is how it does impact in their brain, in their thoughts. That's why. Yes, right. You're right. Thank you for sharing group number 2. Okay, so let's move to group number 3 and then group number 1. Group number 3, who's gonna present on behalf of the group? Huma?
Should I? Yes.
Yes.
Within the discussion of 6 minutes, we all were agree that there should be a gender equity. Uh, as we discuss about our federation of our areas, that the chairman is always a male person. We never saw any female on, according to my organization and the rest of the members we have. The chairperson is always a male person. There is, we never saw a female on that leadership position. But if we come under the positions like president or vice president, there are the ladies who are working on the positions, and we saw that we don't have any equity issues. Basically, it is basically starting from bottom to top, that we are going from down to up, and we are working on that. That we, if we reached on the position of president, we can go up on the position of chairman as well. But it will take some time. But obviously, there is a mindset that men are more powerful than women. They can move abroad, they can travel easily, and they can go anywhere without any security issues that we have. In Asia, in Pakistan, we have the issues that for a woman, if we want to move, we need some partner, male partner to move. So these are the issues which we are facing in ourselves. These are not the basically what we can say, that these are not the community hurdles. These are the norms which we have basically from start to the end, I guess, because we are following the Islam, and there are some basic issues we have to follow that. We can't travel abroad like but there is not like that we can't go. We are going, girls are going, women are going, all are going. They can, but there are some issues we are facing, that we also have some sort of permission issues, some managing issues. So the general concept there is that men are more powerful than women. So a man can move easily. But this is not about the federation that they are not giving us the opportunity. Obviously, they are giving us the opportunity. So we are here to attend the seminar, the webinar. And as Laila told me that there is a protest 2 years back in Iran, and by the population, that they need gender equity. And I think that if all the population stood up for the gender equity, then I guess there is a big change in the world. We can move forward. We can work on gender equality. If population is aware of this, the importance of the gender equity, then obviously the government will announce the positions for the female, and they will give them equal opportunities in offices, in leadership positions, in assembly, everywhere. So this is from my side. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Huma. So tradition and culture will sometimes be a barrier for the development. Okay, so now I want you to think deeper, okay? What gender equity can bring, okay? Why is it important? Okay, so now we are talking about the barriers, okay? Why we don't have gender equity, but why do you think it's important? What does it bring to you, to our life, to the society, to the federation, to the country, even to the world? Okay, so I will move to group number 1, and then we will discuss more about
Should
it.
I answer?
Sorry.
Should I
Yes,
answer
Mia.
this?
I couldn't write it down. Write it down.
Okay.
That's why I
Mia,
I
Mia.
couldn't.
Yes, Mrs.
Yeah.
Mia will take, Huma will take 1 minute, and then we will go back to you,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
discuss, but I
Actually,
couldn't write it down at the time. That's why so I
Okay.
couldn't catch up the
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so give us 1 minute for Huma, and then you will express on behalf of the group.
Oh,
Go ahead, Huma.
As you asked that why it is important, why gender equality is, as we know that for the growth of any country, any organization, we need diverse ideas. So from a one person, even version one gender, we can't organize such ideas. We need both genders to come with diverse ideas, because female have different ideas and male have different ideas. When they combine each other, they will give a very good thought, very good mind of thought, and very progressive thought to the country. So combining, when they work combined, they will come up with a very different and very diverse mind of thinking. So it is very helpful for the organization, for a country to go ahead and progress. So I think that
Great,
both
Huma.
men and female, thank you.
Okay, so now we have from group number 2, having role models at the high level will bring more people and ensure the gender equity on all levels, because when I have coaches at the senior level, females, we will have it same in the grassroots. So have lack of role models. This is why gender equity is important. And second, Huma just mentioned that diversity, because women have different ideas and perspective of things. So we combine the ideas from men and women to achieve what is best for the community. Great. Now we will move to group number 1. Mrs. Mia?
yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't write it down. Write it down at the time discussion. So
Okay.
the gender equity is crucial for the finance, social progress, and the economic growth, and the overall development of the sports. That's our women's more patients and women got a sixth sense, you know. That's why I know our federation and in my country, we can build the women's society for that one. Also, I'm involved the women hospitality committee in UN also, and the women's society in the entrepreneur groups. We have so a lot of group we have, but that's why that network can help to try to promote the women's society for that one, and then the historically women face a lot of the barriers for some of the athletic both on 300 meters for the women's running the 300 meter, I think so. That's one women can join some of the athletics free. That's why. And then women support attract a lot of the youth audience. Some of the women track and field the women have a lot of audience. They have a media, but but they not mention it. Not no, a lot of market potentials. We have it in the women have a lot of market potential, so we can use that good one to find the importance of the gender equality.
Okay, so you think that women have the same portrayal as men? That media follow the woman as
I
much
couldn't hear
as
your voice here. Another noise. Sorry,
I didn't understand. Sorry.
I couldn't hear your voice clearly because
Okay,
here noise.
okay. So you think that women and men are equally portrayed? Yani the media follow both men and women?
Yeah.
Okay, so
In
you can use
in my
the
country,
woman.
some of the women is more
Okay.
attractive, and then the media can boost some of the so women events.
Okay, so you will use this to spread the idea of gender equity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, get it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I have Maria wants to
I
add
just
something.
want to, yes, I just want to add additional information that we
Yeah.
already talked in our group. So equity is important for us. It is important in our federation because number one, it empowers individuals. If we women felt the equity in our federation, of course, we'll be empowered, and it will transcend to other people. The other people will feel it, and it will strengthen the societal fairness. Another one is the diverse representation of man and women, men and women. If we men and women, as you said a while ago, we are not here to compete against men. We are here to collaborate with them. We just need to be heard. We just need to. They just need to hear what is on our side, what we can give to them to strengthen a certain information. Another is equity is important because it may um, maybe make a policy, inclusive policy making that would benefit all. Maybe you heard already about the different policy in different sports where men can compete in women's category. They are making policy that would not benefit other people. But if we are heard, if we are empowered, if we felt the equity, maybe they can make a policy that would benefit all. And lastly, I already said that women needs to be heard. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, Maria, excellent. I like when you say at the end that You have to change the policies. If we take the role of responsibilities and the making decisions, we can change the policies and make it more friendly or more easy to women to participate more. Excellent. Okay. So I think we covered most all the points, okay, about why the gender equity is important. So let's move how we, for the second activity, discuss how we can influence gender equity in our current roles. Okay? So you will be back in the groups, okay? And you have to discuss how you can influence. Now, we agree that gender equity is important for many reasons. So now you have to tell me how you can influence this gender equity. Okay? Okay. So Mrs. Ria, can we put them back in the groups? And they will have 5 minutes.
Sure.
Okay. And one of in each group should present on behalf of the group. Okay, so you already choose one different than the first one. Okay, don't be the same people who will present. Change. Okay, go ahead, please.
We are still in the main room. We are not yet in the breakout room.
You know your rooms, your breakout rooms, number?
I'm not in a room.
You are in a room. Okay. No. Yeah. You didn't join any of the rooms? Wait.
No,
You're gone.
I'm still here.
Okay, you don't know how to automatically join yourself?
Mm,
Wait, you're in room what?
wait. I was room number 3.
3,
Wait.
okay. Ah, شمس النهار. شمس النهار.
Yes,
You have to join the group.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Leila? Leila, can you join your breakout room by yourself?
Already, Miss Soha.
Leila is with me
Yes,
here.
sorry.
Okay, now yes. Okay, so I want to join, okay, one of the break rooms, so I automatically can go
Yes,
there.
yes, you can choose.
How?
You click on breakout room.
Breakout rooms. Okay, let me check where is this? More breakout rooms. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Let's
welcome.
check. Leila join. I will join the fourth one.
Yes, please. Mbak Ria. Mbak Ria,
Ya.
nanti biar Miso aja yang nutup ya, yang close ini
Iya.
roomnya ya.
Ya.
Tadi kan yang beliau yang nutup ya, biarin ya. Keep
Ah,
record room open, kita biarin aja ya, biar muncul di situ ya, Mbak.
ya. Nanti kan dia bisa keluar kalau
Iya,
minta
iya, ya bisa
ditutup,
keluar
dia
yang
bisa
nutup
keluar
dia
kan?
nanti. Jangan kita yang nutup pokoknya.
Oke,
Anak-anak
oke.
waktunya terlalu sedikit sih, Mbak, nggak cukup.
Nah iya, makanya.
Iya, iya. Oke, Mbak Ria.
Sebentar, kalau masuk breakout room berarti,
Mbak tinggal milih aja di more tadi, atau breakout room di
aku kalau aku tinggal,
milih.
aku milih terus klik.
Nah,
Oke. Ini apa sih?
bisa Mbak, coba Mbak.
Open with speaking language.
Ke room 3, Mbak. Grup 3. Grup 3.
Grup 3, oke. Oh, join gitu ya?
Semua bisa milih ya, Mbak, sebetulnya.
Oh ya, join group 3, yes. Udah, aku tadi Soha di grup 3. Ya keluar kayaknya. Oh, you're still on mute, Soha.
Okay, we're back. So let's start. Okay, answering the activity number 2, discuss how we can influence gender equity in our current role. On behalf of group number 2, okay, I want, who's gonna present? Group number 2.
Okay, me.
Okay,
Oh,
Sherry.
number 2. Yeah. So our team discussed with the rules of the equality discussed. For me, is that normally our women's weak for the economy or society or politician representation. So that's why we need to promote our ability and our performance for this one. So we should be expression for the others, the society and organization. That is our rules of the women equality. Yeah. And another lady, she say the fighting for the other guys for raising the awareness of our women equality. And another one is negotiate the other organization for our women equality. That is our discuss of our team.
Okay, how you're gonna do this?
Sorry?
How you are going to do this? Through what?
We should be negotiate the organizations or federations or the society. So we express our explorers or expression
Okay,
to them.
so what I'm thinking about, or what I'm hoping that you will answer me, like you will have meetings with the federation, you will have a campaign explaining the importance of gender equity, you're gonna have seminars. This is how the action plan, okay? So we know that we have to influence people, but you have to start thinking about how. Okay, and I know the goal. You have to start thinking how you can achieve this goal. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Sherry. So we will move to group number 3. Who's gonna speak regard behalf of group number 3? Yep. Layla?
Sorry, I was a little bit disconnected, and I just talk about my current position, the international relations. And I share that. I
Yes.
couldn't
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, I couldn't listen my friends clearly. As the international relations, as I told in the group, I work with different people from all around the world, and also in my country. I include more women in meetings and projects, and I support women to join the international events, projects, seminars, everything. And I also try to listen their ideas and encourage them to speak aloud for being heard. And at the end, I told my friends that I try to be a good example for women in sports, especially in athletics. I believe women can lead, speak, and be successful.
Great, Layla. Great. So bring more women with you, okay, can influence the whole image there. So skilled women, even participants, more women in seminars, more women in classes, more women in media, more women in meetings. So this will help promoting for the gender equity. And this is how Layla thinks she can influence from her position, okay, on the gender equity in federation. So group number still have group number 1. Yati. Unmute yourself, Yati, please. Okay, Yati.
Yeah, it was mentioned quite a bit, alike with the earlier group. Anyway, we believe that, okay, first we want to understand the question, how can we influence gender equality? How? How means how can we bring more women, influence more women in getting into the athletic? That is the question, okay? So when the word influence, we are very attracted with the word influence. Influence means we need resources. We can't by doing it by one person. Like me in my federation, I'm the secretary. I mean, like you guys knows as secretary, but my position is general manager. General manager is the same acting like a secretary. So how can in this position I can influence more women? The idea is to bring back more athletes, ex-athletes who have already performed, who have the name, who can be the ideal, to bring back coaches, also who have performed and produced athletes and also current coaches, to bring back officials, to bring back athletes who are in the corporate sector or women in the corporate sector, to bring them back on board so that we can work it out with the sponsors, to bring artists who are who have connection, who have interest in sports, so that they can be the influencer to bring more people inside the sports. I mean, all these are referring to women. With this group of resources, we can conduct programs. Programs like we have Women Competition Day to open the participation of women for all events so that we can find good talents. We can have seminar, we can have meeting. By way of showcasing this, in a way, the board might consider to revisit, to discuss on the policy because there is a need. So that's how we believe. And,
Nice.
and we have one teacher in our group, Maria. She was saying that, that is too big scope on her level. So we discussed and she agreed that she as an ex-athlete, she can inspire and aspire young kids, women kids, to involve in athletics, to take part in athletics. On her role as a teacher, the more women take part, the more stronger we will be. That will lead to the needs of the organization, regardless man or whatever, what politics going on, to really consider this matter. So that's what we believe. Thank you.
Nice, Yati. Nice. I like the way you think. Okay, this is group. Because you already start mentioning the action plan. Okay, it's not only the goals and how you can achieve these goals. So yes, I like that you will start this thinking, critical thinking. Okay, we have to influence, but how? Many seminars, bringing former athletes, former coaches, use the media to influence, bring influencers, maybe ask the federation to conduct seminars, courses just for women, for young athletes, maybe have a privilege for women in sports. If you have to pay for a fees for contributing or to register in a club, make it free for women. Okay, so you can bring a lot of ideas to influence the participation of women at all levels. So now you are going on the track, okay? So we have to take the action. This is what we agree on. We can't go back and sit in our comfort zone and say we want the gender equity. It's our mission. Now we have the vision, and it's our mission to put the action plan. Okay? So thank you for sharing the 3 groups of you. It was successful and beneficial. Okay? We will move again. Just let me. Okay. Why are women underrepresented in the athletics in leadership? Okay. So why do you think? You can see here limited opportunities. You know that we don't have access for everything. We have limited opportunities. Lack of role models. We mentioned this before. Lack of confidence and self-esteem. And I think Maria just mentioned this too. Social categorization. You know what social categorization is? Okay. Let's see in the colors here. Racial identity. What is the original of your identity? When you are maybe Asian, you don't have the how you are not. They think you are not qualified enough to fulfill maybe a task in an international organization. They prefer maybe the European people,
Sorry,
whatever.
Wait, so
are you sharing the screen?
Excuse me.
Yes.
We
I
cannot
think
see.
you don't have the shared PowerPoint, ma'am.
Okay, because we were in this yes, breaking. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Okay, now you can see it.
Yes.
Can you see my screen? Okay, great. So I was talking about, why we have this underrepresenting in athletics and leadership? Because women have limited opportunities, lack of role models. We don't have role models to be like them. Okay. Lack of confidence, as I said, Maria just mentioned it, because she doesn't have. No, it's I'm not criticizing Maria. Okay, take care, because this is a common problem for maybe all of us. Lack of confidence. We don't think that we can. Okay, even that everybody else can see the power inside us, but we don't believe in ourselves. This is a problem. And the social categorization. What is the social categorization? Okay, we moved here. Racial identity. That means where are you coming from? Okay, so there's an idea that maybe the people with blonde hair, this is, I mean, maybe the European people, knows better than the Asian people. Okay, this is a problem. The gender, men are more qualified than women, and this is what we spoke about when we say we spoke with Joanne about the coaches. Men are ideal, and women are not on the same page, and they are not skilled enough to compete with men. Nationality, okay, when it comes to a person, a woman maybe from Sri Lanka, it's different than being a woman from Pakistan. I don't know. Okay, so this is a categorization, putting people into a category. Okay, this category is not qualified enough. This is a problem too. Disability, now people are seeing that disability as a limitation, while it could be we can perform the same. Even that you have a disability, some disability, you can fulfill tasks that doesn't need to be fit like everyone else. Even if you are on a wheelchair, you can be maybe an administrator in the federation. But if you think about the whole organization you work in, how many people, okay, you know, they're working there and they have a disability. It's rare. I'm sure it's rare. And we will move to sexuality. Okay, Dayman, always we have problems with the sex, okay, because sometimes it's when you admit and you have to apply for anything, you have to mention the sex, because it's a sexual how do we say it, they will choose depending on the sex. So if you are a man, you are way before the woman. Okay, so this is the social categorization that we are facing as women that influence the gender equity in our organization. This is what we have to change. Okay, so the interconnected nature of social categorization, such as race, class, and gender, these can be independently or collectively viewed as potential barriers of discrimination or disadvantage. So I spoke about each one by one, but sometimes you have more than one. Okay, you have the racial identity with this disability or nationality, so it will be more complicated. Okay, so we have to face this and find the ways, the solution to overcome this categorization. Okay, this is what we face every day in our life. So this is what the homework for who? Yeti, yes. This is your homework, Yeti. Tomorrow, I want to see your woman, your role model here on the screen, okay, to change this one, because these are not from Asia, and I want to see and speak about Asian women as role models, okay? So this is Beyonce, the singer. We need to reshape our own perception of how we view ourselves. We have to step up as women and take the lead. This quote is so important, and we came to mention it before. The biggest barrier to our achievements is ourselves. When I think I can do, I will try to take actions. Maybe I succeed, maybe I fail, but it's not a failure. It's just a lesson to take and to try again. And at the end, you will succeed. So don't make yourself a barrier for your success. Believe in yourself, reshape yourself, see what are the skills and the knowledge you are missing, work on yourself, prepare yourself, and go for it. Aim high and work for it. Plan for your future. Plan for your success. If you don't plan, you won't do anything. You plan, you do the self-awareness, know yourself, know your strengths and your weaknesses, and work on it, and go for it. Okay, don't sit back, don't sit in your comfort zone, because there you are killing your strengths. Okay, so seek for what's higher and work for it. This is the meaning of this Beyonce quote. Huma, I saw you're raising your hand. Tell me. Yes, Huma.
Yes, I just want to add here about the some religious and social barriers as well. As
For
I
sure.
know one person, one female, that she was wearing hijab, and she was not selected due to her hijab, and a male person was selected instead of that female, because the point they raised that how she will manage her scarf and how she will go out for the I don't mentioning here that all the countries and everywhere it is like that, but I'm quoting the example I saw, that there was female who was now just a housewife, and she was not given the opportunity because of her hijab. So there
Yeah,
are some sort of barriers like that as well.
yeah,
Thank you.
yes. I go with your words. Yes, Huma, and we are facing this not only in our region, it's even in Europe and USA, where hijab is a limitation for women to fulfill maybe some jobs and even to go to the university. Okay, so these, among others, categorization that are limiting the woman participation. Okay, so let's say to Beyonce, thank you for your words, and move for activity number 3. What do we think of quota? Do you know what quota is? I will tell you the definition. A fixed minimum or maximum number of a particular group of people allowed to do something, such as immigrants to enter a country, workers to undertake a job, or students to enroll for a course. In this case, addressing underrepresentation in athletics. That means what quota is? Quota is the percentage of participation in something. If I say the quota in your federation should be 50-50. So if we have 12 members, 6 will be women, 6 will be men. Okay? If I say the minimum quota of this webinar should be 10, that means if I have less than 10 participants, I won't conduct this webinar. Okay? So what do you think? I want you to have a minute. Okay? Think about quota. What do you think about quota? Is it good, beneficial, or you don't believe in it? And we are reflecting on what? On gender equity. Okay, so think about quota, if you can implement it in your organization, in your federation, in your university, wherever you go. Okay, think about it, and I will ask you to share with me what do you think about it. Okay, take 2 minutes, think about it, and then you just unmute yourself and you speak. Okay, go ahead, think. الو ما اوكي خلاص يلا اوكي okay ladies we're back okay Huma.
Well, I think that quota is a specific number of participants from any specific area. It is not about the federation. It is also in the educational system and everywhere in the world. Even specifically, if we talk about the Pakistan, there is a great influence of quota system in our society, and it has both pros and cons. That sometimes it is very good and very beneficial for the needy people, specifically that if we have 5 seats and we go with the quota system, that 3 is for the needy people and 2 is for the person who can pay for it. So this is very good that 3 needy person can teach and can even participate on the quota system, and they can avail the chance to come ahead. But sometimes it has cons that many talented people and many talented athletes, many talented students, they can't come forward due to the quota system, that they have limited number of seats and they can't come out for their, and they even can't even file a case or even fight for themselves, and they should be remain on the back step for having the quota system. So it has both pros and cons. I think this is my point of view. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you Huma. Joan.
Yes, hi. For me, similar, there's like, I think it comes in stages. So for me, at the beginning, especially right now, quotas are good. Like, for example, imposing that there should be at least 50% women in an organization. Because the good thing about that is it forces them to find more women. So it forces them to open up opportunities for more women to enter. And my background is in economics, actually. So just like in economics, there's like a law of supply and demand, right? The supply can't grow if the demand is not higher. So the same thing goes here. If there's no demand, there's no demand for female coaches, there's no demand for female administrators, then there's not going to be a supply because there's no opportunities available for them. So I think the quota at the beginning will really bridge that gap, in a sense that there will be, okay, there are like opportunities available for us now, so why not go for it? I think that gives the women more courage, so to speak, to give it a shot, because at least they have a fighting chance. I think that's what most women don't have as of the moment. They're like, oh, I don't think I can get it because I don't even have a shot. But at least people are saying, okay, we're giving 5 slots to women. At least you have a shot of getting in at the end of the day. So that's one thing for the quotas. But I believe that in the future, eventually when we have, well, a perfect or more ideal setup, is that the goal is that you won't need these quotas anymore. Because at the end of the day, what we want is you base it on competency. That these people are not going to be judged based on gender, based on like what their background is, but based on purely competency alone. But I would have to admit that as of right now, we don't have that kind of leisure to go for purely competency alone, because as you said, we are underrepresented in a sense, and that we don't have the same what do you call this? Same voice as compared to the male counterparts. Nothing against them, it's just that the society right now has a bit of a bias towards them. So that's my stand on quotas.
Yeah, nice words, Joan. Yeah, good thinking. Maybe we start with the quota, okay, to ensure that at least women are competing against women. And then later on, we can change the rules and take out the quota regulation. So women and men are equal, have the same opportunity to admit and to apply for anything.
No
Okay,
discrimination.
great, Joan. Maria.
Yeah, I think the quota can help under the systematic discrimination by giving the underrepresented group access to the event, something like that.
Can you explain? I didn't get it. Sorry.
For example, give the example on our national championship. We have the quota for the 2 males and 2 female for the athletes. So
Okay.
like this, yeah. something like this, giving the underrepresented groups access to that event.
Okay, great, Maria. So as you women are in a position, okay, in your position, can you implement quota? Do you think is it easy to implement quota?
Yes.
How Yati?
Implement quota. I mean,
Quota.
as of Malaysia Federation, we have one quota for women seat, which is inside the federation itself. But I
Yes.
strongly agree with our friend Joan just now, that we have to qualify ourselves in the long run. We have to be there because of our qualification, not because of the free seat. Because to sustain the woman development needs a qualified people to be there. The quota which is applied at the moment is just a stepping stone for us to develop the group. We should not be dependent on the quota for a long run. That
Excellent.
applies not only in the federation, also World Athletic, in all the competition they organize, they give the quota. And now they have cross quota. If you have one male qualified, you can get a free rate, free for the female. So
Female.
I think that we have to look at that not as a free seat, but as an opportunity for us to explore and ensure there is a development, so that the second one who go on free ticket should qualify in the next round. That's my thought.
Excellent, Yati. Excellent. I like the way you are thinking, ladies, here. Really, I'm enjoying this webinar. It's not only about being there, it's about prepare ourselves to be there. Okay? So you have to skill yourself, or the woman, not only ourselves, but we are not so angered to have everything for ourselves. So you are responsible of spreading the idea, working on it, okay, preparing ladies to fulfill these tasks or these roles. Okay, so not anyone, like we mentioned before, it's not anyone, okay, it's the qualified woman, it's a qualified man. Okay.
Soha, I just want to add,
Yeah, go.
just an advertisement, like a joke. You know,
Yeah.
in our constitution in Malaysia, they spells that vice president, one should be opposite gender. We don't want to mention one should be woman. One should be opposite gender. So I used to tell to Josephine Kang, you know what, Josephine Kang? We have to ensure that out of the 4 vice president, the opposite gender is a male. One day we will achieve that. I said
Yes.
that the 3
Yeah.
will be qualified and 1 opposite gender. The man will come in a free seat.
Yeah, for sure. And we are able to, really, we are able to. Don't sit back. Believe in yourself, Maria. Okay? So really, you are qualified. You can be qualified. You can be really knowledgeable, really skilled. We are missing nothing. Okay? We are not in the back. And you will see, day by day, you will see. You will find. You will explore yourself. You will know about yourself things you have never thought about before. Okay, you are gonna believe in yourself. Okay, so who else wants to share about the quota? Anything? Okay, so we move for the next activity in Zoom groups, life scenario. What are your own experiences of underrepresentation? What are your own experiences of underrepresentation from your group? Select one scenario that you will discuss and collectively find a solution to overcome the issue. We will go back to the Zoom groups. Okay, you take one scenario of a situation where you felt under or experienced underrepresentation, and then you will find the solution. I don't just want you to provoke the issue. I want you to find the solution. Okay, start the critical thinking now. Okay? So I will ask you to go for 6 minutes, discuss the issue, and come back. Please choose someone who didn't yet participate in our conversation. Okay? I want to see you all participating. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. We'll keep the question on the screen. And you go to the breaking rooms. Mr. Adi?
Yes, Miss Oha.
Okay, can you help them go to the breaking rooms,
Okay.
please?
Yes.
Unmute. Okay, ladies. So coming back to the main session. It was a little bit difficult. I noticed this. Okay. It's okay. So I want you to share with us, okay, the scenario you were talking about in the breaking rooms. Okay. And the main thing I want to hear about the solutions. Okay. Even if you provoke this scenario, I want you to consider and to think about the solutions. Who wants to share first? Which group? Yalla? Huh? Who wants to share? Okay, let's see. Group number 3. Who's in group number 3?
I will share my own
Okay, like,
experience.
okay, go ahead.
In my experience, I have often been the only woman in meetings, especially in international or high-level discussions, for example, in our Ministry of Sports, for example. Sometimes I had to speak louder or repeat myself to be heard. As someone who was not a former athlete or coach and came from an administrative background, I sometimes felt less visible in a male-dominated space. But this also made me stronger. I feel that I a little bit stronger, and I learned how important it is to support and include more women in leadership and decision-making roles. Also, my experience shown me that gender equity is not just a topic. It's sometimes we need to live every day in our work. For example, in our international competitions that we are hosting, really sometimes I was living in the federation. And one solution for this is to create more space for women's voices in meetings and decision-making situations. We can, by that I mean, we invite more women to speak, to lead and represent their federation in international events. We can also help younger women to grow in confidence and giving them support, even some small steps. They don't need big steps. We can support, and we can hear their ideas, and they can make the big differences with their ideas. And we don't always need big changes. We can start with what we can control in our own roles. It was
Nice,
all about
Layla.
me.
Good, Layla. Good thinking. Thank you, group number 3. Let's move to group number 1.
Hello, I'll be the one to share my own experience. So, I live in different town where I was born, where I grew up as an athlete when I was in elementary up to college, and I'm living now in my current town, differently. I'm living here for 18 years now. I moved here in Bulacan, and married my husband and had kids, and I become a teacher and a coach. And of course, when you are new in the new city, of course, or new town, they don't know your knowledge, they don't know your experience, they don't know your expertise. And when I was in my first year of coaching, I'm very excited. I am very driven. I am very I work hard to create a team. Although I'm not the best coach because I don't have experience in teaching jumps and throws. I am in track events. So I put my heart out. I give my all just to create a team, 15 female and 15 males, just to have a team. And I'm the one who's coaching, teaching, training, name it. I'm the one who's doing it. So I'm the sole one who's doing it. And then At the time that we had the competition in our town, our school got the overall champion. And since I'm new, the principal is wondering. So she's supporting me. And then the higher competition came. And then the school never won this competition. So we are not winning the overall championship in the district level. When I had the chance to coach the team, I had a different network. I had different friends to call to help me train the team. We got the championship title, both men and girls and boys. And then the higher authority did not allow me to coach, even though I am the champion coach. Considering I am handling both girls and boys, he did not give me a chance. Why? Because there is a situation wherein I contradicted him because of the competition day. They want to finish the entire athletic competition in half day. So I myself, I contradicted him in a nice way. So I told him na it's not better for the athlete. The athlete may got injured and like this and like that. And he reported me to my principal saying that I'm boastful, I'm like this and like that. And they removed me as a coach. And of course, it hurts because I poured my heart out in the entire team. And then they chose different coach. And of course, I felt the I forgot the word again. I forgot the word again. The
Representation.
yeah. The, I felt that they don't want me in the team. I felt that they don't need me like this and like that. And of course I cried about it because I did not handle my team in the provincial meet. And then for the solution that we made, I talked to my principal. I told them my side, and then he talked to the head teacher that that I got into a contradiction because of the schedule, and they give me chance in the other year, and they give chance to different coaches. Na even I'm new in the school, even I'm new in this town. They gave me another shot in the next school year, and we won again. And this give us the chance to discover different coaches, even though they came from the different country, different town, different places. Even they're new in their country, in their town. And my principal told me to attend different seminars so that the other people in our province might know me. And true enough, I got the chance to attend different seminars, webinars in technical officials, in coaching, the CCS, the TOEX, and up to this day, they're supporting me as a coach in the school. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria, for sharing this scenario, and I believe it's a real scenario. You see, there's a way. Sometimes there's a way. You have to find a way to continue and to show yourself, to take the space, as we say. Okay, you
Yeah.
have to. If you sit in the back and you say, okay, I'm not coaching anymore or whatever. Okay, so you're stepping out. It won't be beneficial for you. This is why you have to choose your battles sometimes, and you go and you fight for it, for your rights. So group number, thank you, Maria, again. Group
Give
number
it a
3.
second.
Yes,
You give
Maria.
it a second. Yes. For me, I think it's as a woman, we take apart any opportunity to give to us. It is important to show our power, our strength can do it. Take apart any opportunity where we have. I think that's
Right,
it.
Marlia. I go with you. Yes, yes. We don't have much opportunities, maybe, but once we identify an opportunity, we have to grab it, and we work
Yes,
our maximum to show ourselves. Don't think we are
yes,
arrogant or we want to show off. No,
yeah,
it's the time to
yes,
show everyone that you are qualified, that
yeah,
you
I
are
think
good
Yes.
so.
enough.
Yes.
Okay,
May I
Don't
just
so
add?
afraid, don't shame like this. That's it.
yeah,
May I
don't
just add?
Every woman make a mistake. Don't forget about
yeah, Marlia,
forget
not
about
only
the
this.
mistake and show up. This.
I
Yes.
want to tell you a fact. Men are not working to prove themselves. You can see men sometimes in a position and they are not qualified. And even this, they are not there to prove themselves. We know that even that we are qualified, we are always questioned. We are always asked to prove. Okay, so it's difficult and
Yes.
it's a big load on our shoulders, but we have to believe that even this we will fight till the
Yeah.
end. Okay?
May
Yes,
I
Yes.
Maria.
just
Sure.
add?
Yes, Maria.
When I attended
No
the
worries.
CECS, the coaches seminar, the level 1 in the World Athletics, it's
Coaches course, not seminar,
yes.
because you have
Sorry,
to do the exam.
coaches course. Yeah, the coaches course. It's pandemic, so we had it online, and I am pregnant 4 months during the course, and the speaker told me that there will be no
Practical.
what do you call this, special treatment because I'm pregnant.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I
No
take the
privilege.
activity. Yes, I did the activity with my husband. She's taking videos with me, and you know what? What I got during we need to video to a progressive video. I got the pole vault.
Wow. Wow, how lucky you are.
Yes, and we did that. But because of my supportive husband, he cannot do anything. Just take video. I will do the progressive training. Just don't say anything. Okay? I'm 4 months pregnant. She's videoing and start saying that, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Our baby. Don't worry, I got it.
We can manage everything. I know.
And
I
you know,
know.
I passed and I'm eligible in level 2.
Congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
Maria. Great, great. I like it. I like this story. Pregnant in the first month and with a pole vault exam. Nice. Okay, so I think Joanne wants to say something before.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes,
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Homa, Shamsul Nahar.
Yeah,
Wait.
Shamsul Nahar.
I'm so sorry. I want to hear from Shamsul Nahar because I never heard her voice, maybe. Okay, Shams. First, you
Yeah.
can turn on your video camera.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay. Welcome aboard. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Shams.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear
Go
you
ahead.
well. Go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. I want to say to something.
Yes.
Yes. I am in athlete 100-meter sprint. I was the first maybe 6 times. I was currently an athletics coach in Bangladesh Army.
Okay.
Yeah, my team
Give me
is the
5.
Bangladesh. Thank you. My team is the Bangladesh Army women's team.
Woman?
Women's team.
Okay.
I am learning the new. Give me some advice that will as my players.
Just repeat, please, the last sentence. Give me
Give me some advice that's well as my players.
Give you some advice
She
to what?
she needs some advice, I think.
Yes, for what? For
My player.
yeah, to
Yeah.
what? Advice to empower them, to motivate them. In what aspects you want me to give you ideas or advice?
Athletics performance.
Okay, Shamsun Nahar, since you are
Yeah.
asking me for something private, and I'm so glad to help you, okay, you can contact me via WhatsApp. I'm in the group of WhatsApp. You can take my number from there, okay,
Yes.
and you can text me
Okay.
via WhatsApp, and I will be so glad to answer you, okay?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Shams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Huma.
One point I want to add here in underrepresentation is that sometimes it is because of the references. The talented people go at the backstage, and the referenced one will become on the front. And it was I saw this a lot here in Pakistan that if one has a big reference from the government or from the he has a strong background, and he will come on the front. And if one has I mean, he is or she is talented, and she wants to come at the front stage, but she don't have a big reference or big name, so she will not welcomed, and she will not entertained. So this was also here in Pakistan. This was also a big uh, hurdle, you can say, in underrepresentation. I mean,
Yeah.
are you getting me the reference?
Yes.
The person who don't have much talent, but he has a big name at the back, so he will come with the reference. So
This
this
is
is
what we
also a
call
big
nephew.
hurdle.
This is
Okay.
what we call City and I, the nephew.
Yes, yes, yes. So
You
this
have
is
that.
also a big hurdle here.
How do you handle that?
How you can handle that?
We can handle it
Sometimes,
with a very clear, very fair merit. We
yeah.
should act upon the merit, but again, there is the point that merit will not work for some places. The reference work more than merit. So this is also a big issue that where there should be a strong and fair and good merit, there is always a reference which can work more powerful than merit. So we
Okay.
also have to handle this issue and talk
Yeah.
about this, and make it clear to the people that if we want to see our country or organization a progressive one, we will act upon the merit, not on references.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And sometimes I just mentioned this yesterday. Sometimes you have to believe in karma. Okay. Some battles should not be fight for, or they don't, يعني you don't have to fight all the time. Sometimes because these people are not qualified enough, they will fall in their mistakes, and everybody will know that they are not suitable for this role.
Agree.
Meanwhile,
But
you have
till then we lose the name of the organization, we lose the name of the identity of the organization, identity of the country, because they are already at the front list.
so يعني
It is not the
it's
loss of the one person, it is the loss of whole nation at that time.
yeah, this is the proper thinking. You are worried about the country, about the federation, about the organization. I know it's not the same for everyone. Maybe some people are just want to show off and to be there, okay, without working, without contributing for the success of the nation or whatever. I know it's difficult, and for sure, when you have this ethics and you are the woman of values, so sometimes I know you have to step aside, okay, and wait for the right moment for the change. Okay, sometimes you don't have to fight because you have nothing in hand to fight with. Okay, so just keep working on yourself, on your beliefs, on your values, and one day life will go back to you and will give you what you deserve, and will let you have the opportunity to contribute and to excel and to give your country, your region, your nation what you really believe it deserves. Okay? I can understand what you're going through. I know. I
Thank
had
you.
an experience like this, and City knows well what I'm thinking about and I'm
Actually,
talking about.
some people got opportunity only for the one time, and if that time missed, it means life missed.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Maybe I don't have to speak about it now, but I faced something like this. I know that the person they chose is not qualified, and it's ruining all the program there. But I let go, and I'm waiting for the right moment to jump in again and to show them that it was wrong, and they ruin everything, and they will know. Deep down inside themselves, they know that they are wrong, but it's politics and it's the situation there. So wait
Actually,
and see.
you have much courage to do so. But I know the person who take this as a matter of death and life. So he just cut off.
Sometimes
That
you
it
have to
was the
sit in the
very
back.
big opportunity for her, and
She's not
she was not
qualified.
much strong to tackle it.
Okay, so you have sometimes to stay aside, okay, and wait for the right moment. It will come. It will come.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can
ladies.
feel you, Huma.
Yes, ladies.
Yeah.
Who wants to share anything? Yes. Do you have
Mm.
anything before we move forward? Joanne,
Joanne?
yes.
Yeah. This one, I think I was trying to look back because City said that our group didn't have any feelings of misrepresentation. I think maybe because the thought is we no longer saw it as misrepresentation. Because at some point, I think it's very important that you have to break free from that mindset in a sense that you can't always be a victim. Oh, I'm a woman, they don't acknowledge me, I'm a woman, they don't respect me enough. And I think we have to break the first step to any solution is that you yourself, you have to break free from that mindset. Because if you're discounting yourself just because you're a woman, then you're doing the exact same thing as what they're doing to you. So I think that's why when she was asking me about it, I never felt that I was misrepresented or like I was undermined just because I'm a woman. Maybe because I've always spoken up. I've always like challenged the norm. And I think that's what one thing we have to do is that we have to speak up. We have to challenge the status quo. So if people are saying though, if you feel like you're the only woman in that coach's meeting or you don't have a say, then have a say. Like you're always free to speak up. If no one is speaking, you can be the pioneer. And I think that requires a lot of courage. And the best thing we can do is that for example, in a university, there's only 3 female coaches. I'm like one of the 3, right? And sometimes in meetings, it's only just me versus all the men. But the thing is, you don't have to be discouraged or you don't have to be intimidated just because you're in front of a lot of men. What's the difference, right? So for me, very first thing, the very first solution is that I have to be a pioneer. I have to speak up because if I don't do it, nobody else is going to follow. And the good thing about speaking up is that it's not just for you. Everybody else who hears you speak up, oh, so I can have a say. Oh, so I can be heard as well. Because sometimes we feel like, oh, we're being misrepresented or we're being undermined just because we're women. But the reality is we are the ones who are undermining ourselves. We are the ones who are not speaking up. That's why they don't know if we have anything to say. That's the thing. Because what I notice is that most of the men don't really like kind of like look down on us. They don't do that. But we look down on ourselves first. So I think the change in perspective personally has to be the first barrier that you have to go through. Because if you can't go beyond it's so pitiful, it's so unfair, this is so unfair. You have to stop saying it's unfair and find ways to make it fairer for you or find ways for them to hear you. So the thing is, No, so for me, it's like different steps. Number one, change your perspective, how you view it. Number two, show your competency, right? And then let the results show for itself. Like how Jennifer was saying earlier, that eventually when she showed results, they were like, "Oh, okay, so you're competent and you're good enough to be a coach, right?" But you have to fight and show that competency. And you can't just say, "Oh, it's unfair. You have to treat me better. You have to hear me." They're not gonna hear you if you're not gonna say anything. And that's the thing that we need, right? And then eventually the next step is that when you show your competency, you have better results. You have better results, which means you're gonna have more voice. More voice or more say in the group would eventually equate to more respect as well. And that will trickle down to the next batch of women because they're gonna see, oh, okay, these women are actually capable. But if no one is starting that tiny thing, then there's no like ripple effect towards the others. And sometimes we don't have to think so big in a sense that, oh, I have to set up a grand seminar that I have to invite all of these women, right? Sometimes it doesn't have to be that big thing. You just have to show up. And after showing up, that's what's gonna provide a ripple effect eventually. And that's what most of the role models are doing. And I think the next step after that for personal is that you can't just be good on your own. You have to build your network, or you have to build relationships with the stakeholders, the ones who are leading your team, right? Because if they don't know you, they don't understand your values, they don't understand what your passion are, they don't understand what you want to do in the community or in the group, then they won't be able to help you, right? So that for me is the most important link that you can find solutions later on. Because again, if you don't have a say, if you can't even talk to them about it, then they're not gonna know. And I think most women, that's a problem for us, is that we don't communicate enough, in the sense that we feel like they would understand, that they would know what we're thinking, but they don't, right? I think most men, you have to tell them explicitly what you're thinking, what your ideas are, because that's how they actually understand you. And they don't feel that you're trying to go against them, but they just don't know. And I think that's the thing with us women. We overthink. We keep thinking that you should know this, this is basic, this is common sense. But I think common sense is not common for everybody. So it's a different thing. And you have to build that relationship. Because if you don't build relationships and you just randomly blurt out your thoughts and you just randomly tell them, you know what, we should do this and that, it's not going to have much impact because they don't know who you are. They don't understand you as a person. And I think that's a very crucial, because normally in the small gatherings, like for example, I recently joined a team building of the school, right? So that's when you have like a very informal setting that you get to talk to your sport director, you get to talk to certain people in the organization, and they get to understand, oh, so this person has different thoughts. This is more than just a coach. They would see, oh, you have plans beyond what your current scope is. And that's when I think the more meaningful conversations happen. It doesn't happen in like formal meetings. It usually happens because in business meetings, in my other line of work, is that most of the business deals are actually closed not in a business meeting, but in a random like coffee session or in a random lunch or dinner session. Because that's when you're very, I could say like very genuine and very just putting everything out there. And once you build the trust, the relationship, and you're gradually gonna be able to lobby to have more women to take on roles. Because at the end of the day, if you have more power in the group, then whatever you say has better impact, rather than you just crying about it, or just like you just shouting it out on social media that it's unfair. I don't feel like I'm being given enough recognition, right? That's just for me.
Yes,
And
John. Great
John,
words.
I want to add
Great
something
words.
here. John, I second your words and I really appreciate what you said, but scenarios are different for not same for everyone. Sometimes you have to move with the situations. So situations are different everywhere. Scenarios are different everywhere. Like you may face different scenario and you are that much you have the courage to speak to tell your point, but maybe I don't have. I'm not talking about myself particularly. I'm talking about the experiences, the people I have met, and the experiences they share with me. The scenarios are not different for everyone, and we have to move with the situation sometime. But I second your words. I really appreciate the words you said, but I'm telling that there are some differences between the culture, between the norms, between, I mean, the environment itself have differences. Thank you.
For sure. Yes, yes, for sure. It's individuality after all. Okay. I'm not Siti, Siti is not Yati, Yati is not Joanne, Joanne is not Maria. And the conditions I live is different
Yes.
than the conditions in your countries. But what I like in Joanne's speech, that don't be the barrier of yourself, wherever you are. Okay. In all the aspects of your life, even in the family. Okay. So contribute more. Okay. Think more, plan more, achieve more. So this is your job, your task toward yourself. Okay. If I sit back and I say I can't, or they won't let me. Okay. So this is the barrier. This is what we have to overcome. Okay. And we will see it in the next slide, the last one. Okay. So
You
the
still have
barriers
slide?
are many. Yati?
You still have slide?
Only one. But you see what's important to me? It's not the slides. Okay. This conversation, when I listen to you, you see, I gave Joanne the time to speak. Okay. Because this is where I can understand what's going on in your lives and how we can manage the obstacles, the barriers you are facing.
Yeah,
Okay.
appreciate.
From Joanne's speech, I can see that Jennifer just put her heart, because she was attacking the problems she is facing. Okay, you
Exactly.
can this conversation is more valuable for me than the PowerPoint and the slides. Don't and it's related, by the way. So don't worry. We end up early now, but I have to give you an what do we call it? A homework for
Homework.
tomorrow. Okay, so you can see my screen now, I think. So you see, don't be the barrier to your success. You can see it. Okay. We need to push
Yes.
ourselves forward. Don't be limited by your own imagination. This is what Joanne just provoked 2 minutes ago. Okay. Don't imagine that you have this limit. Okay. It's open. The word is yours. Self-awareness, and we will see it in the emotional intelligence. Know yourself, know what you are capable of, what is the lack, what you have to develop, and then go for it. Be honest about your skills, most of all to yourself. Okay, we can lie on everyone. I can lie from now till the end of my life, but be honest with yourself. Okay, because when you're honest with yourself, you will be honest with everyone else. Okay, and you will excel, because when you know yourself, you know what is missing there. If I believe that I can do everything at all time, this is a lie, because one time I will not success. I will not succeed. I will fail. Okay, and fail after fail after fail, nobody's gonna believe me. So I have to know myself and work on myself. Identify what steps you need to put in place to be the change you want to see in the athletics. Okay, I want to do this change. I have to think about myself in this Shema. Where can I contribute to change this image? And what is the plan? Okay, I want to consider the equity in our federation. Okay, so step number 1, I will do this. Step number 2, I will do this. Step number 3, I will do this. Okay, so plan for the journey, for the goal you are planning for. Make sure you speak up, have a voice, and are heard. If you are in the backstage, nobody's gonna listen to you. Nobody's gonna see you. Nobody's gonna know about your ideas. So fill the space. Okay? Fill the space. It's a space, and you have to take the biggest part of it. Don't think if you take this step up, okay, that you are arrogant or you are showing off. No, you have something, real something to show to people. Because you believe in yourself and you know yourself, you know how knowledgeable, how skilled, how experienced you are. So you have something to show. Take the space. Don't be shy. Okay? Believe in yourself. Know yourself. Do the regulation. Empower yourself and go for the fights. This is my words for you. So the last one, and you have to do it as a homework. Okay? I want you to write a statement, few phrases, okay? About. So if we were going to make a statement to influence change, what would it be? Okay? It will be in groups. If you want, you can connect with each other, okay? After we finish in the early morning tomorrow, if you want. And each group should come up with one statement, okay? How you can influence the change. Okay, it's a short statement. I don't want to have 3, 4 papers. Okay, just few sentences. Maybe one slogan is enough to show me how you want to influence the change. And we are speaking about gender equity. I still remember the one I got in Monaco. It was one phrase: leading together, achieving more. This is the change I wanted. I wanted to lead together because we are talking about leadership. Lead together, men and women, and we achieve more. Okay? So it could be a slogan or a statement. So you know your groups and you know the numbers in WhatsApp. So you can connect with each other, okay? And do this homework together. Okay? Make it easy and simple. Okay? Okay. So from my side, it was a beneficial day. I like the ideas you shared. I like the way you are thinking, and I'm so happy that you are on the track. I know that we will have more valuable days in the upcoming days. And I believe you are a perfect group to discuss the issue here. And I believe that you are capable of doing a lot of things in your countries. And I wish you will have this motivation all over the course, the seminar, the webinar, and then after we finish it. Okay. And I'm sure I will hear a lot of projects conducted by and planned by you. I believe this. Okay. So I will leave the floor to Mrs. City. Okay. And I hope to see you tomorrow at the same time. Please don't be late because each moment is valuable and I'd like to use it to make it very beneficial for you and for me. Okay. Thank you for being here and for being patient because we already 35 minutes, okay, more than we agreed. So City, go ahead.
Okay, it's just a short from my side, which is I'm happy with today's webinar, which is everybody is getting involved in our conversation, and there's no boundaries to highlight their thought, highlight their opinion, which is this is what we want. Actually, we want you to be more in this webinar to be interaction with us, interaction with your other participants, which is Joanne. I know that the intent is to motivate. Even though I myself, I listening to you, I feel motivated, which is good. That is a good start for you, and also for I don't want to share more or long because I'm not going to stuck you here in this webinar more longer because you already how many minutes late about this webinar. So I was hoping that this is the first stepping stone for us to go more further and further I'm sure that everybody's now, not only Yati already add more of thinking, and everybody will follow to think of on what next in our webinar and what next in after this webinar session, after this seminar ended, and you will go out there with your mission, with your energetic, your passionate, and your goals, your target. That we Soha and I, and also ADC Jakarta, will be happy to hear from you guys what is the fruitful things that you get from this webinar. Okay, ladies, we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully everybody is have a good night's sleep. Have a good sleep tonight. Not that nightmare. And okay, so I leave this floor to Mrs. Ria. Thank you.
Okay, so the respected ladies, have a very nice weekend on the Saturday, and have a very good time with your group doing the homework. Thank you. See you tomorrow with the same Zoom ID and the same time. Thank you.
Thank
See you,
you.
ladies.
Yes, yeah. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Welcome. Bye-bye. Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Maria.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, Soha, Ibu Siti, I have something to do. So I
Okay.
have
Yes.
to leave this. It's
All
okay?
right.
Mas Adi, aku leave ya.
Oke, Bu Ria.